Stan.
Hi.
Just wanted to have a chat with you tonight about
Sure.
Community Land Trust. What organisation are you with?
I'm retired off of the Sawmill Community Land Trust board. I was president of the board for some 12 years, and we finally had to institute term limits, and I got to retire. So Suki is my wife, and she's on the board now.
Great. So 12 years.
Yeah, I've been involved in the sawmill activities going back to probably the middle 80s, about 84. And we actually organized the land trust in 96. So that gives some kind of scale of my involvement in this.
You must be very excited with what's happened since then.
We're very excited and very proud, very happy. This used to be, I was telling people today that this area where we have all the buildings now and all this beautiful landscaping and everything used to be burnout sawmill.
Yes.
And, you know, industrial properties, polluted. We had piles of concrete over here. We had homeless people over here. We had 27 acres of just really an environmental eyesore and danger.
Yep.
And going back even further, the whole reason this neighborhood got organized was to fight the pollution that was going on. This is a poor neighborhood, and you know, right on the edge of the industrial, what used to be the old industrial area.
Yep.
And they just expected everyone that was living here to just put up with it and shut up.
Right.
And that was our original organizing effort, was to organize around stopping the pollution, and eventually the main polluter we ended up owning. That's the sawmill, that's the old Ponderosa Products.
Yeah, and you've done great things here.
So
on a personal level, 12 years on the board, you must have worked quite hard, put a lot in.
We put a lot of time in. I think one of the keys for us though was realizing that the way for a nonprofit to get things done is to hire the staff to get it done.
So eventually you had to get there.
And that's when, you know, Debbie O'Malley, who gave the speeches last night and today, was our original executive director. And we joke that the very first year, she survived on $5,000 grant.
Right.
And she was earning about 17 cents an hour is what we figured out at the end of the day.
Right. But you've never been on paid staff?
No.
You've been volunteering?
And what we figured out was that by being volunteers, it's real hard for nonprofits to get stuff done unless you make that next step and realize you hire staff. Staff is required to get the job done because that's what they're being paid for.
So Stan, what kept you in there for 12 years?
Just the sense of making gradual progress, you know, plus there was a real stubborn streak in all of us that were involved in this. We kept getting told no, and we never accepted no as the answer, ultimate answer. So when government officials or agencies or whatever banks would tell us no, we'd say, well, okay, we'll figure it out some other way.
And what would you say to a new group like us in Australia that are trying to get started up?
The key in all of these kinds of organizations is your mission statement.
Okay.
And I've always insisted that the mission statement be 25 words or less.
Yeah.
Once you have a mission statement that everyone involved can agree with, then that becomes the core basis of why you give birth to this organization who has a mission to carry out, and that mission statement summed up in those 25 words or less is what you're going to try to accomplish.
Yes.
And then you start figuring out how to actually get it done.
Okay.
But you got to start with that core, or you end up at cross purposes with everybody going in 30 different directions. So
makes great sense.
It's always a key. Keep it focused.
Thank you. Thanks for your time.